welcome to another taping and viewing of Nercular Warfare. I'm in my battle cave right now wearing my battle casual shirt because we're about to battle it out. No actual weapons. No one will be actually harmed unless people have, soft feelings that might get injured because of this. This is a big debate show. Nerdy debate show, you might say. That's not anything you've ever seen before. We're not going to be debating who would win, the Flash or Superman in a race. That's boring. That's been talked about to death. We're going to match up some ridiculous stuff. This episode is titled That Guy, That Girl, That's Sport. What's it mean? We'll find out soon. But first, I want to introduce our contestants for today. All right, here are our awesome contestants. We have Trish, Kevin, Todd, and Rick. All right, so this round is Trish versus Kevin. Your teams are still playing beach volleyball. And it's totally a new matchup, so you can forget everything you learned from the other round because it's totally new, okay? Just remember it's beach volleyball. Okay. Trish, your first teammate is Nux from Mad Max Fury Road. Okay. Kevin, your first teammate is Tot, T-O-H-T, from Indiana Jones. First film. He's looking it up. So who's that? I also didn't know this character's name.
I'm very familiar with Indiana Jones.
Excellent. All right. Trish, your second teammate is Snidely Whiplash from Dudley Do Right. And Kevin, your second teammate is Bushmo from Little Abner. All right. This round, Trish leads off. Ready? Fight.
Yes. So Nux is amazing. He's mathematical genius, and that is why they use him for all of his building stuff. And in the Fury Road, he is beyond a team player. He is going to bring it 110%. There is no denying that. It's already Doonesy where he lives, so he knows the feel of the land. He's got that sand between his feet, and having Dudley Do Right there, Snidely from Dudley Do Right, he is going to have all kinds of traps and contraptions that will keep you guessing. You'll never know. Is it going to actually work? Because sometimes they kind of work, but they all don't always work. But you never know what's going to happen. So, you have that mathematical and that surprise team, and you put them together, and you have the most amazing team that you'll ever have to face. And they are going to win. Always, there's no doubt in my mind. They got the lay of the land. They got the brains. They got the chaos.
Perfect. Kevin.
Okay, so my name is Zitot. Okay, I'm from the Jones in India, and we play the volleyball. So I take the schmooze from Little Abra, I turn him into the volleyball. Okay, so it's a live volleyball. I am now on the court. I'm on the court trying to play the volleyball against the Trish, and she is losing because I have the live volleyball. I throw it in the air, and he goes wherever he goes. And he goes and he hits the sand, and you cannot block it. You cannot bump it back. It is a live volleyball. You cannot do anything with it because I am Jones and I know about storming the sand. I know about the sand. I storms it all the time, especially in the Jones. Okay, we storm it. Then where is my gun? We storm it, and then little schmooze, he takes the volleyball, and you're like, oh, where are you going? And he's like, the winning circle, I'm going to the winning circle. And then you lose. And I will give you the 3 seconds.
Oh, guess what? Indiana Jones wasn't there till a second movie, so you lose. He was in the jungle in the first one where the guy was from.
He was in both, when he was burning books and when they were going after it.
Trish.
Oh, but okay. So anyways, let me tell you why. So you think you have a live person? No, There is no way his wimpy arms is going to lift up anybody to do that. Physically, that is impossible. There is no way that's going to happen on rebuttal to your thing. He's just too weak. He's got to have his whole army behind him to help him do that. So no, you're not going to lift no person up. My guys have fought and battled their way during Fury Road. They are fighting for food, water, anything they need to live. And so, like, I'm just telling you that there is no way your guy is ever going to beat my guy. You can have the last 5 seconds.
So, I tell you what, Zitrish. So what we are doing is we are taking your theory of winning and we're putting a pin in it over here, okay? We're taking your win and it's over here. Because I am the German. Do you understand? I am the engineer. I will make catapults. I do not have to use my wimpy arms that I use for discotheque. I'm blue, dabble die. I don't have to do that. I make catapult. I put Shmoo from Little Abner in it, and Shmoo goes over the net and into the sun. And Shmoo wins. And he looks back at me and says, "Nice try. Can't get rid of me that easy." And then we go on and we make a car. And then we drive it around the net and go pick up Little Abner to do it again. Because we are German. That's what we do. We take sand, we make glass. You know, we take cars, we make it fast. I don't know else what I say. This is on top of the head. Yeah.
Your hand is messed up. You can't hit nothing.
Oh, my hand is messed up. That's right. But it is the artifactual hand.
All right, that was an awesome round. Let's bring in our other contestants. All right, John, what would you have added to that argument and award your point?
All right. First of all, I am very disappointed at the lack of Snidely Whiplash. Snidely is a clever villain. He'll be twirling that mustache, and he'll always have rope ready, just about ready to tie the German to the rail and the Shmoo to the railroad tracks. The only way you're going to stop him is if you get a woman in there. Then he'll just be distracted and have to go tie her to the railroad tracks. He has this thing with tying defenseless women to railroad tracks, which is why, and defenseless people overall, he's a tying fiend. So he'll probably, I think, whoever's got Snidely is going to win. He's got
Who won the argument, though, Todd? Who won the argument?
Who won the argument? I gotta say, I did like Kevin's presentation. All
right, Kevin gets a point for presentation. All right, Rick, what is your input and award your point? You're on mute. Still muted.
Pretty tough call because they both had some compelling arguments. Kevin definitely was winning us over with his presentation. Definitely got several laughs out of everyone watching. We appreciate that. But Trish had some great arguments as well, and some good knowledge of her character. So it's a real tough call, but I'm actually going to go to Trish and award her my points.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
And I'm going to say I cannot believe that Trish got away with not knowing who Nux was at all and arguing successfully this, and no one called her on her baloney. Nux is essentially just a meat sock that sprays paint onto himself and says, "Witness me!" So I give my point to Trish for baloney success.
He didn't call me on it. I called him on Talk to the Hand the last 5 seconds, but you know.
All right. Awesome first round, everybody. That was perfect. All right. So we're matching people up to second round here, which puts Todd versus Trish in the first round. In this round, the sport is no longer beach volleyball. Throw it out of your head.
Okay.
We are now doing doubles curling.
Oh, curling.
Which is normally in the Winter Olympics, which I think are starting now. Okay. Here's the matchups. Todd.
Mm-hmm.
The first person on your team is Quillic from Galaxy Quest?
How do you spell that?
Who knows? Quillec, I think. Quillic.
E-C-H, okay. All right.
No H. Quillec. Quillic.
All right.
Trish,
Yes, ma'am.
your first teammate is Gunner's mate Philip A-hole from Spaceballs.
What was it again? I know it's Spaceballs.
Gunner's mate Philip A-hole.
Philip A-hole. Okay.
It's a family-friendly show, so I can't say the real words.
Okay. No. That's fine. I'm like making sure because there's a lot of extras in that movie.
Mm-hmm. You guys understand this theme now, that guy and that girl.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even find this guy.
And Todd, your teammate is Nurse Joy from Pokemon.
Aww.
And Trish, your
Yes.
second teammate is Quato from Total Recall. I'll give you guys a second to look up because these are really tough. By the way, if anyone ever wonders how in the world these crazy matchups happen, my husband and I go out to eat on several nights a week and sit around and chat about what we think the next game will be. And all of these are pulled from our insane minds. All right. This round has Todd arguing first.
Oh, God. All right.
No, I'm sorry. Go.
All right. Let's see. Where the... Ah!
The next one.
Basically, the only thing I'll tell you is that I'm pretty sure that since Nurse, whatever her name is, is a very caring individual, she'll be very encouraging, and she's gentle, so she'll gently move the thing, the curl, down to the button, and hopefully get it there, nice and slow. She'll smooth things over, like, she'll smooth it over, and it'll be nice, and the curl will just will glide in. As for that other guy, Quillic. I got no idea what he
I'll
does.
put you out of your misery. Now you can look up stuff while she argues.
Yeah,
Go, Trish.
exactly.
Okay. So the gunner from Spaceballs is gonna go up there and poise his way because he is the sharpshooter on the ship for Spaceballs. He is the man. He has excellent vision and can see so much stuff that you can't even tell what he's doing. So when he makes that shot, there's no way he's gonna miss it with those eyes he's got of himself. And Quato, he is a built guy. I mean, Arnold had no chance against him whatsoever. He was built beyond belief. So he's going to take those huge muscles and those strong arms and just curl all the way down there and get it right in the center. There is no way either one of these guys can be taken out. They are the top of the chain. If they are not the A class, of their genre or their shows, they are definitely the top.
All right, Todd. Hit us with it.
Well, I still, all right, so I guess because Quillic is a Thermian, from what I'm reading, and he, is against some forces, I think he'd, come up with a plan to help make Nurse, Betsy, make her, make the ice nice and smooth so it glides and glides and glides. Now, I'm assuming he probably has some kind of extra hearing because he is from another planet. I think he'll also listen to the ice like the pioneers do to hear if there are any cracks or if there's anything that might cause the curl to stop or get stuck in a little ice hole, or even if it's weak ice so it doesn't fall through.
So my 1 minute rebuttal is all about Todd's thing, because definitely he hasn't had the chance to look up Nurse Joy. She has never been on a Pokemon episode where there is snow anywhere near there. It is always springtime every time she has been on Pokemon the movie or any of the Pokemon Go shows. She's only been springtime. There's never been a winter episode that I can recall with her. And I play Pokemon Go. I can bring up all my Pokemon. I have over 1,000 Pokemon. So I will tell you how many Pokemon I have and how many gyms I know exactly where they are and how much time I spend on Pokemon Go. So Nurse Joy has never, ever been physical. The only thing she knows how to do is to shoot a syringe and like bandage up the poor people that come through to the Pokemon gyms and need attention. So I just want to tell you,
she makes it nice.
So that is Nurse Joy. She is great and all the boys love her, but she's never been in wintertime, atmosphere.
That's what you use first aid cream.
All right, good job, guys. Let's bring it on and get it scored. What do you think, Rick?
Again, a tough call, but I gotta say, Trish not only knew more about her own team, but dropped some knowledge on Nurse Joy and had the inside scoop about what she is and isn't capable of, and more of her personality. So, even though Todd had some definitely good points and some clever arguments, I'm going to go with Trish for the point.
Okay, Kevin, what is your feedback?
I think Trish, some of that was some complete BS because you've obviously never seen Spaceballs. He is not the sharpshooter. He can't even see straight. This is what he looks like. So, that's funny. But he didn't call you on it, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, and I don't know anything about Pokemon.
Yeah, I wasn't in that age.
So I can't call any bullshit on Pokemon, but I still feel like there's some BS in there somewhere about this whole nobody fights in winter.
I'm bringing up my Pokemon Go right now to show you all that I actually do play the game, and I am an avid.
I got a Pokemon card over here called like the Ice Killer or something or whatever, so I don't know. I'm learning.
Oh my goodness.
But Todd was very creative as to what his characters could do. So
yeah, I can't even find it. Quill's not even mentioned. Is barely mentioned in the Wikipedia article as I was scrolling through it.
I want to give it to you, Todd, but Trish gave you the old 1-2 both times. Like she uppercutted you with her arguments. She came right back and called you out on it. I couldn't believe that. I was like, wow.
You want to know what's super hard is I have to hold the phone and not lose my stuff when how great a gunner.
These are right. Yeah, like he's the sharpshooter of the ball.
Someone kneecapped me before.
I'm trying really hard not to give away when people are being bullet.
Yeah.
So hard.
But I brought it full like on a.
For argument's sake, Trish won the argument.
Yeah.
For argument's sake. If that's what
I was hitting the head backstage.
Yeah.
The man in a mask.
I am also giving Trish the Baloney Award. I wonder if she's going to get away with it for another round. We'll find out next round. But first, we got to let Kevin and Rick face off. All right, the sport is still the same. You guys are still doing doubles curling. Okay. Rick, your first teammate is Cornelius from The Fifth Element. Okay. Kevin, yours is the Trash Can Man from The Stand. also known as Trashy. Okay. Rick, your second teammate is Salacious Crumb from Return of the Jedi.
Awesome.
And not to be outdone, Kevin, your other teammate is Oompa Loompa from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I think that you're happy. I like that reaction.
I know who both of these guys are. One's a psycho and two are very small.
I work really hard to make the pairings make sense.
They're a genius as far as having to try and make an argument for them. I mean,
all right, Rick's leading out this round. Rick.
All right, I think that Salacious Crumb, I mean, he knows his curling. I mean, this guy, he's just a little guy, but I think it's a sport he can pull off. I wouldn't expect him to, win the Super Bowl, but I think he's got the skills to help his team win this one. I think that, between Cornelius and Salacious Crumb, they've got a lot of interesting tactics that'll work to help them win their doubles curling, and I think that it's going to be quite the matchup. And I really believe in this team. I think it'll be interesting to see how they work together. But Salacious Crumb will definitely keep you cackling, keep the other team off their game, and just making some crazy, crazy noises to just kind of psych out the other team. Some psychological warfare, kind of a unique tactic, but I think he can pull that off between him and Cornelius. I think they're gonna be a strong adversarial match there. So we'll see what happens with that. So I think that's going to be the team on top in doubles curling.
All right. Kevin.
I mean, you could be the team on top in doubles curling all you want with Cornelius, but all he's going to do is freak out, look to his other priest, and be like, "Can you find those stones that I used to curl with?" And you're going to be like, "No, I need to find Corbin Dallas. Dallas knows where all that stuff." And Lilu's going to come in and eat all the chicken, so I don't know what you're talking about. But if you want to see the trash can man get down and dirty in some curling, along with me, the Oompa Loompa, you don't even know. We get so close to the ice, we will sand that puppy flat with some 900 grit right there. Trash. I'm used to diving in trash cans, so I like to get close and dirty with things. I'll come out with a sandwich and go curl that bad boy all day long. It might be a PB&J. I don't know. It's been a long time. I'm not sure. But we're going to put it on that ice, and we're going to rub that curl right over it. We're going to smooth it out like wax. Like it's, take it to the car wash, man. Get it waxed, And who knows? We might find a cigarette butt or two to smoke afterwards. I don't know.
Rick.
Gotcha. All right. Ultimately, I think you've got a decent team, but the names are right there. Trash can man. I think there's definitely a team that could use some work there. And I don't know that an Oompa Loompa is going to not get called away to clean up some kid that had an accident at Wonka's factory. So they're definitely going to be busy there. Just how it is. It gets pretty hectic and pretty crazy. So if your team can manage to stay together and not get called away for some other craziness, or the trash can man doesn't kind of realize he's trash, I think that's why Salacious Crumb and Cornelius are going to come through and be the ultimate winners of this squad. So that's my pairing, and I really believe in them. I think they'll work together. And again, between Salacious Crumb's cackling and crazy noises and whatnot, I think it's going to throw your team off their game and psychologically mess them up. So I think my team's got the point on all that one. So I really believe in this team, and I think they've got it on doubles curling.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, snap. Salacious. Well, like hellacious defeat is what's going to happen. I don't think you understand. I'll just get a banana peel out of that trash can. You understand? This is a trash can. I have an unlimited arsenal all over the world. They just plant them everywhere for me. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find a nice big can of Pan, because I'm a thinker. I'm a trash can man. I think I'm going to get a big can of Pan. I'm going to spray the ice Joe Dirte style. Got to add the E. We're going to spray that real nice, and it's going to go. It might not even stop. It might go through the world. You never know. You don't know what happens with the trash can man. And then my Oompa Loompas, they're going to clean up the fireworks behind it. That's what they're going to do. And at the same time, they're going to eat a piece of blueberry and roll away back to the juice factory. You know, right after we all get our piece of candy. You know, these little Loompa Loompas, the purple, the green, the yellow. Who knows?
Hey, that's it. Let's score this puppy. All right, Trish, what do you think? I can tell you're chomping at the bit to say
I am because Rick, I would have tore him down so bad. I'm like, Trash Can Man couldn't even hit the bullseye with the big gun, the big one. He brought the big one to him, and he didn't even hit the right spot. So I'm like, I would have called him out on that. And Willy Wonka, there was no frozen lake or anything frozen there at the factory. So how would they know about this? I would have attacked them. Yeah, there was no ice cream, you know, so that's what I would have done. But unfortunately, my point has to go to Kevin because you didn't bring in any extra oomph. It was just the same for like 2 minutes, and there was
Understood.
I'll take the point.
All right, Todd. What you think?
Much.
I'm gonna go with Kevin because that Trash Can Man, he likes his trash. He wants to pick up some trash. He could go over and bop the other team with hubcaps. Hell, he could he could start pushing the curl with hubcaps. Plus also he likes to make things explode. So just put some explosives under that curl and boom. Might knock out the judges. Might hit the point. Who knows? But yeah, the Trash Can Man knows what he's doing. He probably actually take the curl, add it to his collection of garbage.
I love it. And my point goes to Rick because I think he did make some really good points, and he did do a great job with Salacious and bringing up the fact that he probably would have just annoyed the crap out of everybody else. I did think it was funny though. From show of hands, I know that there's at least only one person in this group I think who knows who the Trash Can Man is, and I think that's Trish. Does anyone else actually remember that character?
Oh yeah,
It's played by Matt Brewer.
Well,
I feel like there was a period of my life, but no. I'm just kidding.
I would have also said he put her pension check underneath the hole to score because this Trash Can Man used to steal pension checks. So I would say there was a pension check right there underneath the hole.
Frank from Shameless?
No. Trash Can Man.
Same guy.
And also, I'm surprised that Cornelius didn't bless the shuttle or whatever it is as it went down.
Right? She does that like 80 times in the movie. You're right.
All right, so it's time for our next matchups. So you guys can all have faced each other once. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you what your sport is. This is a ridiculous sport. And remember, use it how you will. Team roping.
What?
Team roping. It's a rodeo event.
Team roping, like roping cattle?
Roping a calf.
Okay, team roping.
Two people on horses with ropes.
Cattle racing, right?
You got it.
Calf and sheep.
And sheep. Oh, that's right. Sheep. That's right.
All right.
Okay, Todd. Your first teammate is a Morlock from Time Machine.
Okay, a Morlock. All right. Part of them.
Okay. Kevin. You have a gremlin, but not the one you're thinking about. The one from Twilight Zone, 20,000 feet above whatever, with Shatner.
Dang.
Sorry. Okay. Todd. Your second teammate is Rockhound, as played by Steve Buscemi in Armageddon.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm. And Kevin, your other teammate is Charlie Frost. You're not going to recognize his name. He was played by Woody Harrelson in the movie 2012.
Charlie Frost.
Mm-hmm. Charlie Frost. Okay. Let's see. We're going to have Kevin go first because Todd's been going first every single time. So, Kevin.
That's cool with me. So we're doing a team rope thing. Well, the reason why we got this team rope thing is, well, I got not only the gremlin from Twilight Zone. What are you going to do when the gremlin comes team roping for you? Nothing, because I'm a gremlin. I'm huge like a Yeti. I'm big, weird-looking thing from Twilight Zone. Can't mess with me. And then I got Mr. Charlie Frost. Mr. Charlie Frost, mountain man. Crazy mountain man. Mountain strength. What you got? I ain't got none of that. I researched your characters. I ain't got none of that. I got all of it. And did I mention this guy looks like Chewbacca, like a melting Chewbacca? My gremlin looks like a melting Chewbacca. You're gonna get scared and let go of the rope. It's just that easy. We're gonna win. And Woody Harrelson, I mean, come on. You're gonna see that it's not Charlie, it's Woody, and you're gonna run away. This is the Nakamura killer.
Todd.
Okay, now let's see. First of all, Rockhound, he's very, sleeveless Jimmy. He's very, neurotic, okay? So he's going to look at the Morlock and be like, hey, all right, well, I'm not very good at this cattle rustling thing. But you guys, you used to go around clubbing Eloy, taking them down to the pits and eating them. So why don't you go out there and just, start clubbing, and you get to get some food. So, you got to just tie them so that they, I'm sure you probably tie down a lot of Eloys, before you cook them. So there, yeah, just do that, everything's good. Now, if you excuse me, we need to win this thing because I owe my bookie some money, So right now, yeah, so it's just, okay, clubbing and eating, okay? Down to the rules specify that you cannot eat while on the field. All right, well, save it for after the judge, okay? Right? But just clubbing and eating.
Sorry. I will reiterate there are no rules. Go.
All right, there are no rules. So we're talking about team roping, not clubbing. We're talking about wrestling, some castling. You know what I'm talking about? Sheeping. Got nothing to rhyme with sheeping. But you can use your imagination. And that's what we're doing right here. So let's stop thinking about sheeping and start thinking about roping, because that's weird. We don't want to be weird. And if you're weird, you're going to lose. That's weird. All right. No rules again. And I have a Yeti-looking gremlin. I don't know what that's going to do, but the sheep are going to run. That's going to allow Cowboy Frost over there to rope them down. I don't know what you're going to do. You're just going to club them and eat them. That's not winning. That's killing. That's murdering. That's murdering. We're trying to rope them, man. Trying to rope them. You're going to lose. You can't lose. You can't win if you ain't got no livestock to rope. You're just gonna club them and eat them. Club them and eat them. That's American as hell. Hell yeah, it is. I mean, good idea on you. That's good.
Todd, bring it home.
Okay, fellow kids. All right, what we need to do is, I'll just tell Maury here that, you know what, you don't have to eat them right away. What you need to do now is just, I'm sure you've gone around and roped some Eloy in your time. So we just got to think of the cattle like it. Think of the cattle like it. Just go take out the legs. That's what we'll do. We just take out the legs. Take out the legs and hog tie them, all right? Then you carry them on your back to the base, and then you cook them when it's done. We've already taken out the legs. The legs are broken. They're going to be brought down. They're probably going to be euthanized anyway. So, I gotta, I know this. I'm a genius, okay? Why am I acting like this? Because I know it gets chicks. So, why don't we just, just go for the legs, and then you can take it back, just like you take it to your Grand Lair, take it to Callisto, and Caliban and all the other Morlock buddies,
Walk away.
I have to make a general announcement on the behalf of Nercular Warfare and its sponsor, Space Cadets. There were no cattle mutilated during this episode.
Can I call BS right now?
Go, Trish.
I call BS on both of you because I don't really think you understood your characters that you were assigned. I'm calling BS right now.
I know. I told my characters perfectly. Did you Google my character?
Morlocks. They don't.
Yes,
Or
I
you gotta
did.
call BS on the BS.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike pointed it out. He's like, that's BS. And that's why I muted myself. I'm like, I know it's BS, but it's not my turn.
Yeah, they run the machine, so they know how to hunt. And they hunt Eloy.
Honestly, if it was me, I would have used the fact that he was in the woods, and when they went to go visit Charlie, I would have said there was like all those horses right there. So he probably had a knowledge of it. I would have used that. That would have been my thing. So my point goes to Kevin.
Okay. Kevin, it is.
I don't know.
Thank you very much.
Rick, it's up to you.
I think they both had some interesting arguments, some funny arguments. They both had us cracking up. It's definitely a tough call because, as Trish pointed out, there's definitely a lot of BS on both sides, kind of losing track of the actual sport we were going for. Talking about clubbing and eating and freeze drying and whatever else. Yeah, they're both entertaining and animated. But I'm actually going to go to Todd on this one. So yeah.
Yes.
And I am also awarding my point to Todd for his intimate knowledge of Rockhound's finances and how they would apply to calf roping.
Clubbing and eating.
Hey, I'm just making sure the Morlock, just does what he needs to do, I mean, what else are you going to do with animals after you hog time?
Although I will point out that you missed a big point you could have made. Rockhound knows how to ride nuclear ordnance. He could definitely ride a horse.
He definitely likes to keep the power between his legs.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. That's the girls.
All right, so let's get Rick and Trish's round up. Let's do this. Still team roping.
Okay.
Put yourself in the rodeo frame of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rick, your first teammate is Ducky from Pretty in Pink.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. Trish,
Yes.
you have Stephanie from Short Circuit. Okay. Rick, your second teammate is Bill Murray from Zombieland.
Nice.
Okay. And Trish, you have Ed, as played by Nick Frost in Shaun of the Dead. Got you pretty evenly matched up in this regard. It looks like Rick leads out this round. Ready? Yep.
All right. I'm gonna say I have big faith in my team. I think that Ducky Dale's gonna do real well. He may not always get the girl, but he's gonna get his cattle this time. I think he's definitely learned from his life experiences when he was a young teen and grown up to be a great cattle rancher. So I'm super proud of his come up there. I think if Bill Murray from Zombieland can survive a zombie apocalypse up until a slight mishap, he's able to pull through when it comes to roping cattle and keeping everyone on their toes. What can't Bill Murray do? So I think they're going to be a good team there. And I think they'll work together very well. And it's going to be a solid win for Ducky and for Bill Murray from Zombieland. So got a lot of faith in that team. I think they'll work together real well. Bill Murray's done everything from being a Ghostbuster to all your favorite movies. He's lived, so he maybe spent every day in Groundhog Day working on that cattle ranching skill. So you never know. He may have been doing this for hundreds of years, several times.
Trish.
Stephanie from Short Circuit is going to win straight up. I don't even need Ed, honestly, because she does the rope thing with the electrical outlet thing in Short Circuit and whips it around, and she gets the the government conspiracy people. She puts them at bay. So let me tell you. So my girl knows how to rope and ride. Ed had to come in again and help her. He also has had roping experience when he on the scene where they were in the apartment building, and he went up there and they had to rope a bunch of the zombies together. So my boy's got some roping skills too. So don't think that neither one is called out. But the fact, if you go into the movie, the girl knows what she's doing. Ed, in a movie, he knows what he's doing. So I don't think there's any way you can deny their ability to rope.
Correct.
Gotcha. Again, I can't deny you have a decent team, but I think that Ducky's learned from some previous life experiences and things not always kind of going the way he planned. I think he grows up to become a great cattle rancher and does just some awesome stuff with wherever he sets his mind to. You can always count on him. And again, Bill Murray, he's done it all. I think there's nothing he can't do. I've heard some crazy stories about Bill Murray, so I wouldn't be shocked if he could surprise us all by being a phenomenal cattle rancher there. I'm not sure. I feel like Ed might be a little more dead weight than you think. I mean, even pre-zombie, he's kind of the character in Shaun of the Dead's a little tough to get through. I'll admit Stephanie's a strong opponent, but Ed, I feel like, isn't always going to be able to come through on that. So I really think it's going to come down to Bill Murray and Ducky winning the day. I think that's where that's going to go when it's all said and done. So, so hands down, they're going to be the number one cattle team roping cattle rancher winners.
Trish.
Okay, Ducky is second fiddle. He does not get the girl. He does not get anything. He gets last place. And Bill, unfortunately, is in his 70s and could not actually hold a rope right now. He would have to have stunt double. So that would eliminate him again from the thing. I love Bill Murray, but he is too old to be in this kind of competition. And Ducky, like I said, he played second fiddle. And he's going to keep doing that the rest of his life. So even if this is like, the movie was 1993 or something like that, and then he comes up, 20 years later, no, he's still going to be like pining after the girl and he gets nothing and he's just going to take second fiddle. And there's no other way you can say that. He doesn't win. He just loses the girl. Poor best friend, always going to take second place. And my boys are going to win first place. And you can have 5 seconds for whatever it is.
1 out. Woo! That was heated. All right, Todd, what'd you think?
I gotta go with Rick because, as he's saying, you see, Ducky, I think it would be very motivated. He'd go and reinvent his ways and become a rougher man on the ranch. All to show Molly Ringwald, hey, look what you missed. Going with Andrew McCarthy. Everyone laughed at Ducky. Well, now Ducky's got his revenge, and he's gonna take it out on those animals. So I gotta go with him. And Bill Murray. The guy has so many aces up his sleeve that we don't know about. I could see him acting as kind of like, an evil Iago going, yeah, man, she wants to, she's waiting for you, man. Just do it. Rope that. Rope that calf, They don't ride a calf later.
So there's probably some Hollywood people that are going to watch this at some point and they're like, that would be a kind of a cool movie. We might write that.
I watch them actually do that.
Yeah, Ducky.
Which one was? That was Pretty in Pink, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I get that one in 16 Candles.
You're right.
Yeah, that's hard. All right, Kevin.
When you lose the girl.
Well, I don't know. My man Rick was busting some good points, and I love Bill Murray. And Bill Murray would just pay to have a professional come get those cattle. You know what I mean? He can afford that. He's like a quadrillionaire. And I like Bill Murray because he plays Harry Carey. But Trish, I don't know. Trish is an assassin in this game. Trish knows. There's no hold barred with Trish, so I'm gonna have to give my point to her because it was the arguments. That's what the game's about. Not, she's pretty good at it.
I was trying to think if there were other arguments that I would have made. Trish did a really great job of going into that fast research mode and figuring out if there was actual ropes. And Trish, you have to tell me now, was that actual research?
Yeah, it was. She did use some of the bits and parts from the thing, and she didn't actually rope, but she kind of like threw it at them to like get them away, and it shocked them.
Yeah, they never roped anything with no electrical cords and batteries not included.
It's not that.
And those government conspiracy guys.
Circuit. Johnny Five Alive.
Are we talking about that? Or,
It's alive.
did you say short circuit?
Yeah.
Oh, still, there's no rope in just short circuit.
No, but she used electrical cords to like throw it at them to like get them away from her.
Wasn't that a toaster?
I didn't have time to watch the whole video, but I saw her throw something.
Either way, I miss movies like that. I miss movies like "Help Me, Rhonda, help."
And then Shaun of the Dead when they're in the tower rescuing his girlfriend, they do kind of rope them up and use cords and stuff like that. So, I mean, that was legit in the movie.
Brilliant. And it didn't matter in this case whether it was real or not. We believed it.
That's the beauty of debate.
Right. So in this case, Trish gives the point for both being a speedy researcher and being able to baloney me because I still don't know if it's true or not. So
Yeah.
all right. And with 7 of the points are available, Trish is going to be a finalist. And with 5 of the points available, Rick is going to be a finalist. So here is the final round. Your sport for this final round is synchronized swimming. I apologize for the torture I'm about to put you through.
This is fun.
Yeah,
Definitely.
You're going to have a blast for this round. I've been waiting all week long to be able to play this one. I was so excited. Okay. Your swimming pair starts with Rick. Your first person is Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's. Woo! Trish.
Yes.
You have an ex-parrot from Monty Python.
Oh, I love the ex-parrot.
Rick, you have as a teammate Elton John from The Kingsman Golden Circle.
Nice. Awesome.
Trish, you have Tom Jones from Mars Attacks. This should be one for the ages. Rick, you're leading us out. Ready?
You got it.
Roll the marbles.
All right, I'm going to count on Elton John to keep my team alive since Bernie is not. But ultimately, I feel like with the right teammate, we're going to do everything we can to be the best synchronized swimming team. Elton John from Kingsman, quite the surprising role there. Pretty awesome to see him in that. And just, awesome seeing him in somewhere so unexpected. If he can do that, he can pull off synchronized swimming even with a dead teammate. Weekend at Bernie's may have been through some wacky adventures, but I think after a few movies in that line, Bernie's been through a lot, so it's not like he can't tackle synchronized swimming with Elton John's help. Like to have a good team there, and I feel like they're going to be the champions when it's all said and done. So I think our synchronized swimming champions are going to be Bernie and Elton John from Kingsman when all is through. So, all right, go over to you.
All right, Trish, go ahead.
So my team is going to win because I have the ex-parrot. Yes, he may be dead, but guess what? You put some bolts in that water and that bird's going to fly faster than Bernie any day of the week. And you have Tom Jones. I mean, literally, he's a god amongst gods for women, that are over, a certain age. But let me tell you, he's got the power, he's got the hip movements, and he can keep on swishing down the road all he wants. I mean, he's got all those underwear coming after him, so he's got to get out of the way. So he's got to dodge those underwear. Those women's underwear, they got to weigh a lot, especially if you got, 100 women watching you swim. You imagine all those bikini bottoms and tops on poor Tom. So he's got to swim fast. And like I said, with the X-Parrot, you just put some jolts in there and watch that bird, go flying. There ain't no stopping that bird. There ain't no stopping Tom. You got an amazing duo. And I don't see that there's any way my team is going to lose this sport.
I don't know. I think Elton John's going to have a quick way to catch up on the slow time that Bernie may have, maybe a slow start. However, if anybody has the gadgets to help work things out, it's the Kingsmen. They're going to help Elton John, give him exactly what he needs. Going to have some magical swim trunks that are going to pull off some stuff that you'd never believe, and he'll be able to really, really make up for the lost time on his weaker teammate. I do think that Bernie and Elton John are going to come through with the Kingsmen and Eggsy and the rest of the squad behind him. I think that he'll be able to just magically pull off a win, even against the ex-Parrot and Tom Jones when it's all said and done. So lucky to have a good team together. That's what it comes all down to, is just helping out the Kingsmen. He knows what it's like to be the anchor for a team. So it's I think him and Bernie are gonna come through, even with Bernie's obvious handicap of not being alive and not actually being able to swim too well on his own. The Kingsmen will work it out, though. I think Elton John's got this.
So here it all comes down to, let's just put it where it is. You may have a little bit of magic, but guess what I have? I have Martian tech. I mean, we rule the world. You've seen the movie. We've all seen it. Martians are going to rule the world. I'm just telling you how it is. And they're going to help my guy, Tom Jones. They're going to make it up to him. Sorry we killed you. And they're going to end up, being like the good guys and helping us win this competition of swimming. And like the Parrot, they're going to bring it back to life. And it'll be like singing with Tom Jones. It'll be a whole new duet on the Vegas Strip. I mean, there's no denying that. And the fact that your Kingsmen or whatever, they might have magical abilities, but really it's only as little as they can muster. And, honestly, my guys are just going to scare the shit out of them and they're going to run. When the Martians come, they run.
All right. That was awesome. Let's bring another contestant in. All right, Todd, what do you have to say?
Martian tech for the win. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, Rick, I don't think you saw Weekend at Bernie's too.
It's been a while.
Because in that one, remember, like they put some voodoo spell on him, so that every time he hears music, he just gets up and boogies. So obviously, in synchronized swimming, they're playing music. So he's gonna get up and he's gonna be dancing like because of the voodoo curse. So I'm gonna have to give it to Bernie because of the voodoo curse.
Right.
Because the voodoo curse.
Todd.
So you giving it to Rick?
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, so two things. One, I was gonna say the same thing about Bernie. Bernie can walk underwater. He did it in number 2. And 2,
when he hears music.
But as soon as he hears music, he goes to find that treasure.
Right. Can I rebuttal that?
But,
you mentioned that?
But Trish, you have Tom Jones, not the aliens. You have Tom Jones. And they killed his ass. Like they didn't even like him. But I don't know. My man had Elton John too. Elton John and Bernie.
It's the argument, not what they have.
But Tom Jones. I gotta give it to Rick. I gotta give it to Rick. I give my point to Rick.
Wow.
Well,
It's because of Bernie.
it doesn't matter what I have to say. Because there are 2 points already awarded in this round.
I'm sorry. I
You're
am not sorry.
Well, no, I
said I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
No, but he didn't mention the voodoo stuff. That's why I'm just.
Right, that's you guys making the argument. So you guys want to rescore it? Because you guys need to give your points based on who you think made the best argument this round, not what you guys would have chosen based on what was given. So do you guys want to rethink it at all?
No. I'm not going to second guess myself. I'm going to give it to Rick. I'm not going to recount anything.
All right, Trish. Yeah, you have Tom Jones.
Because you're the one that brought up voodoo, which is a good point, and that's what I thought. Normally we go about.
Well, if that's discounted, then Tom Jones also has Carlton as a secret weapon.
Goofballs.
But he wasn't in the movie, or would have used that. I would have busted out. It's unusual to be loved by anyone. Okay.
We had that boxer dude that was a badass back in the day.
Didn't they use his music to explode the aliens at the
It
end?
was yodeling.
No, I thought it was yodeling.
Slid Whitman. It was yodeling for Slid
Right.
Whitman.
Whitman. It was Whitman. You're right.
I had a crush. That movie was the first time that I got a crush on Natalie Portman. That was the first time I saw her.
Aww. I would have used kind of like if you were going to go the Mars Attack route for argument, the fact that they had the Martian Queen that kind of like glided everywhere she went.
Right.
Yeah, she was pretty.
He
She was
learned
pretty
his
sick.
moves from her, maybe.
But it was
That's
swimming,
not good.
so I couldn't figure out how to mesh it all together. That was a hard one.
It was a tough one, right? All right, I can't override the other contestants. The chaos reigns supreme. So it looks like Rick takes home the championship, but don't worry,
Crazy.
Chris, because second place gets the monies too, so it won't hurt.
Oh no, I just love debating.
Yep. So in this case, Rick, you have as a gift from Space Cadets Collection, which is the sponsor of the show, you have $50 to spend any way you want.
Awesome. Very cool.
Including if you need supplies.
Excellent.
You can get stuff at wholesale.
Sounds good. Very cool. Awesome. Thank you.
And then $25 to Trish to spend however you like at our shop. You can do it in live shows, or you can shop our eBay or our Shopify.
Just donate it to something.
You tell me what, and that's where I'll send it. All right, everybody, we'll see you for the next episode of Nercular Warfare.
Yeah. Thank you.
His theme song.
Thank you.
I had so much fun.
So if you watched this show and thought to yourself, I could argue better than any of those folks, I could take home the prize, or at least I want to try real hard, you should totally get in touch with us. There's information on the screen now to allow you to sign up to be part of this fun thing that we shoot every single week. So you can win prizes and or just go for glory of saying you know more than anybody else, or at least can argue your way out of anything. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us for this episode. We'll see you guys next time for another Nercular Warfare.